Hi, this is Sci-Fi Talk, the podcast on how sci-fi, fantasy, and horror and comics help us explore our own humanity. It's Trek Tuesday, and here are some comments from Anson Mount, the latest actor to play Captain Christopher Pike, and Sonequa Martin-Green about Star Trek Discovery Season 2. At that time, I attended a roundtable at Madison Square Garden during Comic-Con. We'll hear from them in a moment. One of the best things about Star Trek Discovery last season was Anson Mount as Captain Christopher Pike. Was his character a blank page?
No, not like a blank page. There's a lot to go on in terms of the first script and my conversations with the writers and what source material that there was. And I knew that they wanted somebody very opposite of Lorca. So that was there's a lot of clues there. You know, having operated as a lead in a television show before, when you go to acting school, the one thing that they don't teach you is that one day you're going to be on set and everybody's going to turn and look at you. And you got to have answers. And so I kind of was thrown into the deep end of the pool of leadership in that job, and that helped me to formulate this character, I'd say.
Next up, Sonequa Martin-Green in a moment. But on Discovery, Michael Burnham has had her demons. Here is Sonequa Martin-Green.
As Burnham, I carry a tremendous amount of guilt and shame. That's a sort of that's a foundation in my heart, unfortunately, because of the tragic event of my parents being murdered and me, essentially being responsible for that. So that then factors into your very identity as a child, and you carry that for the rest of your life. And so it's going to be very important that I forgive myself and realize that it is not about me denying my emotions because of my logic training and upbringing, but it is also not about denying my logic so that I can fulfill my emotions. There's been a sort of waterfall happening, right? A sort of, bursting of the dam, if you will, because for so long it was so shut down and closed off, and then it just sort of was opened up at the end of season 6 or episode 6 in season 1, and now it's just bursting and bursting and bursting, and we're still sort of there in that place. And at this point now, I have to understand. I say to Sarek in the pilot that my emotions inform my logic, but now what I need to learn as Burnham is how my logic informs my emotions.
Star Trek Discovery is on Paramount Plus for Trek Tuesday. This is Tony Tellado.